ENA is not denatured spirit.
It's not
It is
unnecessary.
liquor.
They have confused denatured spirit, ENA, this, that. The law is very clear, potable and non-potable. If it is non-potable, it is state, it is center. If it is potable, it is state.
ENA is a raw material for IMFL.
No. Raw material is either
No,
sugar
it is the
cane,
basic raw.
etc. You don't get.
This is a fundamental misunderstanding.
But how do you get ethanol? How do you get ENA?
ENA, Milord, is cleared.
Milord, I'll tell you.
It's cleared as an excisable product.
Milord, when it's denatured, it goes to GST entry 2207. If it is not denatured, it is ethyl alcohol coming under ENA, coming under state law. I put GST entry also there. The GST council.
Only a minute. Only a minute. But let us not be confused on this. For every kind of alcohol, the raw material is either sugarcane, grain, grapes, etc., etc., molasses, etc.
Correct. So
Thereafter, my lord, what you get is spirit. It can be denatured, it can be any other name. And thereafter, by distillation, you get potable alcohol.
No.
So, ENA.
Sorry. No, sorry, sir, because you actually please.
You should be sorry, but not for this.
Yes. No. So fundamentally wrong. Fundamentally.
My lord, raw material means from where you get it. You don't, my lord, is it available? Is the ENA available, my lord, in a natural form from where I can get it and I can manufacture, say, whiskey or scotch or some whatever, my lord? No, you have to make ENA. And then that is used as a raw material for the purpose, but for the purpose of making.
But ENA is intoxicating liquor. There is no dispute on that.
No,
it's alcohol.
dispute.
Yeah,
Intoxicating liquor, but my lord, not for consumption.
Why?
Not potable.
Why?
You have to do something.
No, we want to understand one thing. ENA is alcohol. So it can be intoxicating liquor.
My lord, when we
ENA
go to, when, my lord,
Sorry?
let us not,
alcohol is ENA.
let us not, my lord, give meaning to a constitutional provision which is unnatural. Lord, when the constitution says, my lord, intoxicating liquor for human consumption mean something which is as it is capable of being consumed.
That's
That's, my lord, as simple as that. Not that it can be converted into something which is, my lord, can I go and say that give me 1 liter of ENA because I want to consume it after adding something into it? I cannot. It's as simple as that.
So therefore, according to you, it will not cover ENA, according to you. Is that sufficient?
Yes, it cannot. It cannot.
My lord, I'll make my submission. Yes. My lord, my humble submission is entry 8 covers ENA. Parliament has no role to play. My lord, which is at one very serious issue comes here. There are totally 168 general entries. 168. 82 entries are with the central government, Parliament. 81 entries plus 97. 82 entries. There are 46 entries in the concurrent list. There are only 40 general entries in the
Only a
state list.
minute. Before you start, give me 2 more minutes. Page 53 of my written submission. Lord, just, it is already filed. Please see, my lord, from where the process starts. It's really unfortunate, my lord, that the industry is saying that what is wrong.
And we'll come back to you in a moment. So then that is the solicitor is done.
Okay.
Yes,
Solicitor, which page are you?
page
taking us to?
53, my lord, volume 2D. My lord, kindly go a page before, my lord, kindly go a page before. Lord, alcohol is concerned, the following details are relevant. Alcohol is derived through a distillation process where carbohydrate, that is sugar or starch, is fermented and then distilled to extract alcohol. There is no other.
Partly the ENA is sold for, for IMFL, and part of it is, of course, denatured. In such a case, it's a composite industry. Who controls it then? What happens on the
The
ground?
owner controls, so far as regulatory control is concerned.
Regulatory control.
Regulatory control is concerned, my lord. So far as it is central government's part, the central law will apply. That happens. Lord, local laws applies. There are central laws apply. Lord, in every case, this happens.
You can't have two excise officers
only a
in the same
minute.
factory.
So you'll have a duality of officers.
Two excise officers.
What happens actually on the ground? Then?
On the ground, my lord. On the ground also, my lord, in all factories, all industries, there is a dual control.
No. And with great respect, utmost respect.
Ask
I
Mr.
never
Solicitor-
go by the
Mr.
innocence on the face.
Mr. Solicitor, on this
No,
we can.
take for example
on this
the
we can
pharmacy.
tell on this we'll tell the solicitor that you are innocent.
No, no. Not pharmacy. Malad,
You have some of the industry representatives here.
yes.
What happens? Who controls? I mean, what is the ground situation? Because today synthetics holds the field. Now,
Malad, take for example, Malad.
Who?
If there is someone, Malad.
Is anybody here? Mr. Praveen Kumar?
But I've got the entire exercise
But
manual.
otherwise, Malad, kindly, please,
Sorry.
if you don't mind. Malad, pharmacy, for example. But there is bound to be state laws, Malad, which are applicable to a pharmaceutical company situated in a state. It would be governed by those state laws. So far as central legislations are concerned, they are also governed, Malad, governing the pharmaceutical industry. But that is the reason why for a company having more than one particular turnover, you are supposed to have a company secretary who is trained, Malad, which law of the state is to be complied with, which law of the center is to be complied with. But that can never be a ground for assisting your lordships, Malad, on the question of constitutional interpretation. Every industry, Malad, take any textile industry. There would be, Malad, there are bound to be state laws and bound to be central laws. And both are to be complied with.
But actually, in such a situation, the central laws are also enforced by the state officials.
That is, Malad, delegated legislature. I am not on that. So that can still be done.
No, apart from the delegated legislation, because our constitution contains that provision, right? That if it's a central law, the implementation of the central law is also entrusted in the states to the state officials.
Certainly.
But the center is a very small complement of officers.
No, correct. Malad. We can't have, Malad, suppose for example,
So
Malad,
say the
IDR.
Industrial Disputes Act, it's enforced by the state officers
Correct.
in the states.
Except, Malad, possibly taxation, excise, etc. Few, Malad, subjects, all are implemented by the officials of the state government. They implement respective or Malad, whichever is applicable, central law or state law, as the case may be.
Article 73. You see, Article 73, the proviso says, provided union executive power. Provided, just see 73(1), subject to the provisions of this constitution, the executive power of the union shall extend, A, to the matters with respect to which Parliament has power to make laws, and to the exercise of such rights, authority, and jurisdiction as exercisable by the Government of India. Now, provided that the executive power referred to in subclause A shall not, save as expressly provided in this constitution or in any law made by Parliament, extend in any state to matters with respect to which the legislature of the state has also power to make laws. That's why, and as you rightly said, for say Income Tax, the Income Tax Act provides for a whole administrative machinery.
But question is, what is the meaning of intoxicating liquor? Because take a case of a sugar industry. What will be manufactured will be ENA, which is alcohol, which is intoxicating liquor.
No, it is capable, it can be abused as an intoxicating liquor.
No,
ENA.
Not ENA.
But ENA,
Whether it is,
ENA
It's a
designated
raw material.
country liquor.
whether grain is used or whether any other fruit is used or a sugar cane is used, it is ENA only. And ENA is alcohol
For the
intoxicating
purpose
liquor.
of,
you dilute ENA with water, it becomes
It becomes country liquor.
Manoj, that's correct, Manoj, but that's not the way in which entry 8 uses it.
Who will regulate ENA? ENA is not denatured spirit.
It's
is a-
not, Manoj,
It is an
unnecessary.
intoxicating liquor.
Kindly see, the law is clear.
It's not denatured spirit.
My lord, they
Because
have
it is-
confused denatured spirit, ENA, this, that. The law is very clear, potable and non-potable. If it is non-potable, it is state, it is center. If it is potable, it is state. And potable would,
Athar is trying to
save
suggest
time.
that, they'll be just 1 second.
1 minute, but just to save time, we've got all the excise manuals of all the states. There is not a single excise manual which has got a role for a central excise officer to play a part. No. We pay the duty. When it goes for denaturing, we put the excise duty challan and we pay excise duty and remit it to under this.
Because of the present regime,
Yeah,
my
heading
lord,
B0, it
obviously
goes to
because of the
central
present
treasury.
regime.
State, it goes to state treasury. Excise, all my colleagues are here. In all our distilleries, in all the IMFL plants, it's only the state officer who's present.
Because of this law, my lord, because your law is being settled by a
the
lordship.
amendment says, the object and reason says, the new law, the state has everything till the time of removal. What is the time of removal?
Can I
Removal of
answer the
denatured
question?
spirit.
You rightly, I mean,
No, I'm saying
at
take
a
the
right
exam,
point.
I'll finish by 4, others also understand. Sorry.
Article 256. Obligation of states and the union. The executive power of every state shall be exercised so as to ensure compliance with the laws made by the parliament and any existing laws which apply in that state and the executive power of the union, my lord, that is corresponding provision. My lord, for example, there is a law made under entry 52 that we, the center, the parliament, wish to regulate coffee industry in a particular way. And the law provides that this would be the formats prepared by state authorities. This would be the reports to be filed, returns to be filed, prepared by the state authorities. That can be done. Right now, the question is whether that power is traceable to 52 or not. How, Lord, the industry is run in an era or a regime where your lordships are yet to take the call can never be a ground to say that that call may not be taken because we are running it right now in this particular fashion. If your lordships takes the view, this is subject to 52, read with 33, with or without 33, then my lord, constitution will take care of itself. But to say that right now there is no system and only state is implementing is no legal answer to a constitutional question.
Lord, I've got a legal answer to that.
Lord, one
Stage
more
of
thing.
ENA, even at the stage of ENA, it is alcohol basically.
Yes.
Lord, one more thing. Lord, entry 52 says control of the industries. But control may not be restricted to the control my learned friend is expressing himself to be. That's my officer is there, state's officer is there. That's not the control. Control would mean control by law made by the parliament. The law may say that we would exercise control, we would regulate, we would examine A, B, C, D through the officials as may be appointed by us. And those officers can be state officials also.
No, Solicitor, we can ignore all this. Who actually manages it today, we are not concerned with
Yeah.
that.